content over everything.
Not once did they kill anyone.
None of my argument is based on the idea that every individual Muslim goes around killing people. That's not my point.
Bruv, this one is a snake, that guy. Just to let you know. This is a liar.
They went to Egypt
Tell me how old
to teach.
Just answer this question. You lived in Egypt, right?
I didn't live in Egypt, but I have ancestors and relatives there.
Do you know the laws that govern the Coptic Church in Egypt?
You don't have a reference.
No, but they're free.
No, you don't. So you're talking in ignorance, aren't
You
you?
don't know.
Let me tell you one of the laws that governs the Coptic
We
Church.
know the age of ISIS.
It is illegal to repair a church without direct permission from the president. That's a law in Egypt, based upon Ottoman times. Now let me ask you this
That was
question.
based upon Ottoman times. That has been abolished.
Let me ask, no, it's still the law today. Let me ask you this question. If we passed a law that said you couldn't repair your mosque unless the Prime Minister personally wrote it off, but only you, not Christians, just Muslims, would you say that that was discrimination? It's funny how your moral compass suddenly gets a bit confused, isn't it? Of course it's discrimination, you know it's discrimination, and the only reason why you can't call it discrimination is because you're a coward. Morally, you're a coward. If I passed a law that said that you couldn't convert Christians, but we could convert Muslims, would you say that was Islamophobia? Right. Tell me, in Islamic law, is it permissible for a Christian to convert a Muslim?
You said Islamically.
It doesn't say anything
Yes,
about
it does.
this. No, it says the Muslim cannot convert to Christianity.
There you go.
But,
So,
if he does convert to Christianity or any
What
other
happens to
religion and then converts back,
what happens
then
if he
it's
becomes
fine.
a Christian and he doesn't convert back?
He goes to hell.
No, he's killed. That's Islamic law. So yes, it is. Go and look up the apostasy laws. Muhammad said it himself. So the fact of the matter is, you want me to accept that you can kill my brothers and sisters if they leave Islam. I'm saying to you,
I'm
I
not accepting
won't.
that. I don't think that's right.
Good, because that means you're better than your prophet, and I salute you for that. Here,
Okay, but
you're a better man than your prophet.
no, I can't. I wouldn't agree with that.
Well,
I
what did
wouldn't
Muhammad
agree
say?
with- I wouldn't agree.
What did Muhammad say?
I didn't say anything about that.
Yes, he did. It's in the Hadith, Sahih al-Bukhari. What he says is this: that if a Muslim chooses a religion other than Islam, you kill him. That's it. That the life of a Muslim is permissible on 3 grounds. 1, they commit adultery. 2, they kill without just cause. 3, they leave the religion of Islam. Do you agree with killing people for leaving Islam? Then you're better than your prophet.
I think it's wrong.
Leave Islam.
I personally think it's wrong.
I'm
But I
being
don't
sincere.
think
I'm being
they should be killed.
She was 9 years
And
of
many
age.
Muslims don't believe that.
Okay.
Yes, because many
And this
Muslims are
man
better
said-
than Muhammad.
And this man
However,
said,
no, that's
this
not
man
true.
said
You are better than
that
Muhammad. Right now,
gave-
you're better than Muhammad.
that God gave this little
Because
girl
Muhammad says
the right.
one thing and you're saying
That's right.
something different.
So God gave a child. Nowhere in the Bible does God give a child.
Where really? Really? What did he do to the people that killed
Nowhere
that
in the
guy and
Bible
then stole
does
those
God give
camels?
a- like your prophet.
Yeah,
Like
what
your
did he do to
prophet.
them?
Yeah, like your prophet.
What did he do to them?
Kill them. Many
Kill them.
people.
He didn't just kill them, though, did he? No, he didn't just kill them. He had hot nails passed over their eyes to blind them, and then he cut off their hands and their feet, and he left them to die in the sun. Would you say that that was barbaric? If we took a Muslim who'd committed a crime, now I believe in capital punishment. I've got no problem with killing people for certain things like murder. So capital punishment on its own, fine, right? But if you torture someone to die in the most barbaric way, by cutting off their hands and their feet, blinding them, and then just leaving them in the sun to die slowly, would you call that person a gentle person that wouldn't hurt a fly? Is that a fair description? It is your prophet that allowed it.
I've already asked you that.
He may not have hacked the sword himself, but he allowed it, he ordered the punishment. That's your prophet. That's your example.
He said get them killed, not
He
in
didn't
the
just
way
say
that
get
you're
them
saying.
killed. He allowed them to be killed that way. He could have opened his mouth and stopped it like that, but he didn't.
900.
How do you know?
He just ordered it.
How do you know? How do you know?
Islam is the religion of peace.
What is the hadiths? The hadiths are the sayings and the doings of who?
Anyway,
Thank
you have
you.
no reference.
So this story is in the hadith, so who's responsible? There you go.
However, okay, but tell me how the Coptic Church is not free. In Egypt, they are free to do whatever they want. They have the same rights as every Muslim.
That is a lie. You are lying right now. You're lying through your back teeth. You're either lying or you're so ignorant you don't know the truth.
Okay, he's an Egyptian who has.
You're so ignorant you don't know the truth.
You can ask him.
Okay, apparently because you're Egyptian, you're an authority on all things Egyptian. So tell me, the law that says Christians can't repair their churches. What, sorry?
I don't know this.
You don't. So you're not an authority just because you're an Egyptian. I just wanted to check that. There we go. So what's your next argument?
Yeah, but how would they? Okay, going back to what I said about my ancestors, they went not to kill people. They went to a town.
So
they went to a town in one of the governorates in Egypt, in like the biggest governorate in Egypt, and they went and my ancestor's son, my other ancestor, he married the priest's daughter, the biggest priest in the whole of the governorate.
brother, what you need to do, right? You need to get rid of all this fuzz in your head. You need to go away and you need to do some hard research about the conditions that happens to the Coptic Christians and the Assyrian Christians in the Middle East. You need to do that. You need to stop talking. Honestly, right now. You need to stop talking crap because that's all you're doing. You're just talking rubbish and you're not doing it because you know anything. You're doing it because you're filled with this hubris and pride that means that you have to contradict me. Go away and research it and you'll find that I'm talking facts. Christians suffer anti-Christian pogroms in Egypt. Christians are murdered in Egypt for being Christian. You're lying. Again, go away and research it. Everyone who's watching on camera, go away and research it and then put underneath who's the liar, me or him. Go away and look into it. Because what you're going to see in the comment section is lots of people who are willing to do something that you're not willing to do, which is go into research and they will see that I am right, that you're talking out your arse, and then they will say underneath that you're talking out your arse. That's what you're going to see. Because not everyone is as stubborn and as ignorant as you. Go away and research it. Right, so you're going to go away and research what's happening to the Coptic Church then? Maybe. And when you find out that they are being persecuted, are you going to come back and say, I was wrong? No, because they're not, even though you've not researched it. When was the last time you researched this? You haven't. Sorry, did you just say you haven't?
I've never seen anyone in Egypt.
Oh, I've never seen. That's obviously a winning argument.
Never heard of it.
I've never seen it. I've never heard of it. What a winning argument. There are lots of things, bro, that you have never seen and never heard. It doesn't mean they don't happen. Brother, I know a lot of Coptic Christians here in London. And they tell me what happens to their community. And they aren't speaking hypothetically, they're talking about their uncles and their aunties and people that they know personally. You're talking crap. And you're talking out of ignorance and you're just being stubborn. And if that's what Islam does to you, then we can better off without Islam. I can say that, I just said it.
I can say it, but it's not true.
Why is it not true? Why? We are better off without
Because
Islam.
it's the state leaders that enforce these laws there.
The Middle East is better off without Islam.
No.
Saudi Arabia will be better off without
It's
Islam.
better off without the House of Saud, not better off without Islam.
It will be better off without Islam.
If you want to believe that, you can believe it.
I do believe
But
it.
that is a charge as
I
well.
do believe
Thank you.
I do believe. So your choice is go away and do the research. Go away and see what's happening to Coptic Christians. Go away and see what's happening to Assyrian Christians. These two groups never ever fought the Muslims. And Shamsi was trying to say that to groups that don't fight you, you're kind and gentle and compassionate and just. But the reality is Copts never fought the Muslims. The Assyrian Christians never fought the Muslims. And they were persecuted in any case. They were persecuted regardless. So Shamsi is also talking rubbish. Good night.
From now to Behaviour.
Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV.
From your Islamic sources, but your own research yourself, I'm asking you if you know if Abraham was an Arab, and obviously the answer was you said you don't know. Yeah. The reason why I asked this question because obviously from the biblical standpoint, we know that Abraham was Semitic.
I don't trust anything the Bible says.
From where? No, I'm just asking. From where? From what location?
Chaldea,
Right, yeah.
Chaldea, yeah. So he come from Chaldea. Now, I'm talking to you about the Arabs because you've now said later on, because of the grandkids and so and what Islamic scholars are saying, you affirm that the children of Ishmael or the descendants of Ishmael are Arabs. Now, but from the Bible, we can clearly say that Abraham is a Semitic, and his mother was from where?
They're all Semitic.
Where was his mother from?
Who? Ismail?
Yeah, Ishmael's mother.
Egypt, I think.
All right. Yeah. So then now we have a Semitic father and an Egyptian mother. What would that make Ishmael?
Anybody who feels they want people to view it.
It would make him Semitic Egyptian.
Culture of like